Hello everyone and welcome to Gemma's Window. If you've done your calculations and determined you're a power year number 1, you're at the right place. Let's review how to get those power year numbers. Take the month of your birth, take the number. For example, if it's January, it's a number 1. Reduce it to a single digit if necessary. Like if it's December, you'd be a number 3. Do the same for the day of birth. Reduce that number to a single digit. Now add those two numbers together, the month of your birth and the day of your birth. Both reduced to single digits, add them together, and reduce that number to a single digit. Now add the number 3 for 2019. Again, if that's a double digit, except if you're an 11, reduce that number now to a single digit. If you've gotten to number 1, that means you're at the right place. Very, very good. If you're an 11, put that 11 over 2 and listen to power year number 2. Okay, everybody, we're in the month of August 2019. Let's go over a few numbers first for you ones, and for you to be able to mark on your calendars as special days for the month of 9. Okay, best days for romance. This August 2019 ones. Best day for romance is 6, 15, and 24. The best days to find, get, or improve upon a job would be the days of August 4th, August 13th, August 22nd, and August 31st. A day of surprises for you ones in this month of August 2019. Those days would be 2, 11, 20, and 29. Now, power days for you ones, and these days are the same days every month. Your power days in August are 9, 18, 27. It means you've got double your normal power on those days in August 2019. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to put that aside because we don't need it anymore. And I'm going to take a look at let's first take a look at business. Then we're going to move on to romance. And then we're going to move on to any old question at all that you may have. Now, as you're noticing, I'm trying a new format to just record my monthly readings for you. And let's see how that goes. Because I'm trying to figure out a way that I can be as independent as possible so I can learn how to do all of this technical gadgetry myself so that I can be on time for you every month in the future. Okay, so let's see how it goes. All right, ones, let's just review while I shuffle the cards here. Okay, let's review what a power year 1 means and what the month of 9 means that you're in for the month of August. Okay, power year number 1 is a year where you're planting seeds for your life. For the next 9 years, for the next cycle, you're planting seeds to grow. It might be a new idea, a new concept. It may be something you're doing on a subconscious level that you don't even realize that you're trying to create and manifest. Now, another thing about the power year number 1, it's not just about planting seeds to grow. It's about the beginning of new things for you ones. It's about original ideas. And it's also about taking a stand where you may find you're standing apart from a group this year. Oh, either the same group or different groups, because your voice and your opinion need to be heard even though they may be in the minority or you feel you're in the minority. Now, the month of 9 for you, the month of 9 it's called the month of endings for you. So sometimes a job might end, a relationship might end. You might have a belief system that ends where, you might have thought, well, I really did want a job, but now I see that where I am is where I should be, so I won't go ahead and look for that other job, that new job to replace it. It could be a situation that's crummy, that's been going on for you, and it's a month to look for some kind of ending in a situation. So it doesn't have to be bad or scary things at all. Endings mean new beginnings. Next month, you're in a new beginning. So let's take a look at August for those of you who have a job and you are in the power year of 1. Let's take a look. I've shuffled these cards, so while I pull some for you ones, I just want to remind you that I do have a website that goes over calculating to get your power year number, and that's gemmaswindow@gmail.com. So, I always get questions to review and that calculation. So you just have to do your power year number once. I will tell you what your month is every single month. So you don't have to worry at all for the year of 2019. If you're a power year 1 for this month, you're that same power year for the whole year of 2019. Okay, guys, enough said on that. Let's move to those of you who are working. For those of you who are working, I have a great set of cards here, and where I'm finding you in the here and now or very, very near future is the Justice card. So that's talking about things falling into place for you. And even if you're in some kind of legal field or legal situation, you've got a great month going for you in this month of August because you've got the Justice card. And boy, does it say here, you've been patient. You've been waiting for your good comeuppance for a long, long time, and that's what I have. Now, what's coming into the near future for you, or a future card, is the Victory or Promotion card. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that. Now, my Future or Promotion card is a 6. I want to throw at you that I'm even going to be flexible here and say that 6 also represents the home. It represents your family life. It represents relocation. If any of those things are going on, if you've got legal issues somewhere in your life, if you're looking for relocation somewhere in your life, this reading would even apply to that. It looks like that things are going to be falling into place for you very nicely. So even though we're doing a business reading, I'm going to be flexible and say, even across the board, those things even look nice in this reading. So for you guys who are already working at already have the job, we really have nice cards for that. Let's take a look for those of you ones who are looking for a job. And also, it's worth mentioning, you're in the month of 9. So it looks to me, if you've got that job and you've been waiting for something to come your way, to either resolve itself at work or a promotion to come along, something like that, it looks like the waiting is over. There's an ending to that period, and you will be starting something new. And that looks like within the next month to right away. So that's really nice. Now, if you're looking for a jobs one, let's take, you've got new beginnings going on, but you've also got this month of 9, which, yeah. Okay. All right, let's take a look for those of you who are looking for a job or looking for a change in work. What do we got here? Okay. I want to tell you ones, if you haven't already made the decision to leave either your career path or your present job, it looks to me like the universe may solve that for you. Sometimes if you don't listen to your own hankerings and intuition, the universe gives you a little push and you're like, why did this happen to me? Why did they fire me? Why did they let me go? Why did I get laid off? It can be sometimes because you didn't move quick enough and the universe wants you to move. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. For those of you who are looking for a job, you may be pushed into looking for a job. It's a little bit of a twist on words. I understand. I'm listening to myself speak and I understand, but I have to give you what I'm getting. So if you're looking for a job, you're meant to be looking for a job because you're meant to be doing something completely different. And if you're on the cusp of, well, should I leave or should blah, 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 this looks like you might be, your hand might be forced a little bit on that, or you're backed into a corner where you have to leave and look for something new. I have the Fool card coming into being ones, and that is talking about a whole new you. So it is time to make a change. I'm going to throw out there at you that I'm getting something about refrigerators or refrigeration. So for those of you who are looking for something new and there's any kind of refrigeration that goes on around it, something has to stay cold. This is a message to you specifically that is where you're meant to be. You're meant to make those changes where there is some kind of refrigeration going on. So here we go. We're going to wrap that up, ones, and we're going to move on to romance. So I'm going to shuffle these cards again. And we are going to let's talk about those of you who are in a relationship, ones, okay? So let's take a look at what's this month of August, this month of endings, got to do with you. You're happy, you're in a relationship, maybe you're not so happy and you're in a relationship. Okay, so what I have here, for those of you that this applies to, it's talking about you've either come to a head in the relationship that you're in and you've already ended it, or decided you're going to for whatever reason, and then there's some time lapsed in between and things come full circle and come around again. And you either, get your way on what you wanted, or a compromise is made, at least in the situation that you're in with your partner. But to me, it looks like there's some kind of you already know something's got to give, something's got to change, something's got to end. Now, if you're in a relationship and let's say that you've been wanting to start a family, maybe you haven't been lucky, or maybe to get pregnant, or maybe you can't convince your partner yet. It looks to me like if you've said your piece, you can give it a little bit of a rest now, and it will fall into place for you. And that would be more in, let me see, September, October for you. But I feel like if you're in that relationship, you've already been doing the work towards making changes, and just give it a little time and things should turn around for you. According to these cards, they're really nice. Now, if you're looking for a relationship, okay, ones, let's see. Now, this is the year to start something new. So you could be finding a very important person in your life this year. Interesting. What I've got here and what I'm seeing is that you're not making a decision of some kind. So you're looking for romance, but maybe you change your mind constantly of I want it, I don't want it. Maybe you're seeing more than one person at once. It's something along those lines where you're really not leveling with yourself or with the person or people that you are interested in. And according to what I've got here is I feel like you're going to get caught. Somehow this is going to trip you up, because one of the cards I have here is spreading yourself kind of too thin or not creating proper boundaries. So look at your situation and figure out, well, where am I not creating boundaries? Am I leading people on? Am I working so much, even though I keep saying I'm going to take some time off or I'm going to lighten up, and I really am going to find that person? Like, where do you have to tighten up the boundaries in your life? That's pretty cool. So do that. Otherwise, the card that I have is a reprimand of some kind. Like, are you being a yes man to too many people? Are you pretending you're something that you're not in the romance area? Oh my goodness, you know what that reminds me of? The computer dating and sites where one doesn't tell the truth. It just looks like there's a little trip up there for you ones, and it's gonna wrap itself up by you getting caught. And we have a month of 9, a month of endings going on here in August. So just a little warning that maybe you can get this all cleared up by yourself before somebody else calls you out on something. Okay, that's it for romance ones. Let's put the cards back in the deck. And now, if I can ask you to think of a particular situation in your life that you would like an answer to. I'm shuffling the cards, and what I'm going to ask is, what is the best possible result that number one can get in this month of August, or as close to August as possible, in the situation that they're thinking about? Now, go ahead and ask again if you want, about work, a job, a relationship at work, health, a health situation, a financial situation, a relocation situation, a love situation, okay? The more specific your question is, the easier it is for you to determine what it is I'm saying when I answer with the cards. Okay, so let's take our first card. Oh, I pulled 2, so we're taking 2. Okay, and now we're going to come over here. Okay, you do have this thing going on where, and I'm trying to think of the right word for you, getting back together, a second chance, like this kind of thing. It's been touching upon your reading so far today, and it looks as though you just have to make a few changes or a few compromises to be able to get back to where you were in something that was important in your life, whatever your question is about. Now, what I've got here is that you've got people on your side. You have good people around you and people who have your best interest at heart. So you're not being jerked around. All the players that are in place, you've got this month of endings, right, in August. And we've already touched upon that even though something might end, or you're being surrounded, or you're putting it out there that something needs to end, it still looks like you're going to get your way, or get that compromise, or make it work for you. Because you've got people around you who care, and you're able to then turn around and focus on the things that matter. People are covering for you. The next thing coming up is, I feel like you're going to have to stick your neck out and take a chance and take a risk of some kind to keep this momentum going. It's like, okay, maybe somebody's washing your hands and now you have to wash theirs, or vice versa. I hope that you can figure out what that answer means in response to your particular question. And I certainly hope I see you next month in September when you're in the month of new beginnings, ones. Any questions that you have, if you'd like to get a hold of me or find out more about me, please just jump on gemmaswindow@gmail.com, where you can send me an email or check things out for a private reading. And please subscribe if you haven't already. I really am trying to be more accurate on a monthly basis, and let's see how we do. Until next time, bye for now.